Yo, what's up guys, and welcome back to another Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee Wi-Fi battle. As I mentioned, little mini vacation until the 18th, so we're going to be making these nice, short, and sweet. Let's see what team we're using today. Okay, I actually don't mind this. I'll be real, it's nice and balanced. I got a Stealth Rocker, I got Speed, I got a Mega Gengar because I'm going to Mega Evolve you, I got more Speed. I got a Psychic Resist. Okay, this isn't that bad. This actually isn't like an auto loss type of thing. Alright guys, we'll be right back with the battle. Alright guys, so we have our game now. Really cool team on my opponent's part. My Mega Gengar is incredible in this game. Also big fan of, well, rocks in general, but Machamp is a problem. I am Mega Drain though on my Gyarados. I love Clefable for getting up rocks. I don't think I can stop my opponent from getting up rocks in this game. I mean, I have like options, but also if you guys didn't know, I fought a sub Tauros the other day, and I actually decided to take that for this too. So I was like, oh, that's a cool idea. I'm gonna use it. So my Tauros' last move is sub. I changed it from surf, which is actually a little bit, which would have been maybe a little bit better here because it allows me to deal with, with Rhydon, basically Earthquake and the Surf as a KO. But I like Sub because I can deal with Sleep Powder from Venusaur, which I think will be a problem. So Clefable's a great lead because it matches up well versus a lot of my opponent's team, besides this obviously initially, which is a problem. I wonder if my opponent, they should Sludge Bomb considering I have a Tauros as well as a switch in. They could Shadow Ball though. I want to make the Magneton play, because I do value damage on this Gengar, and I think that Magneton is not that good in this game considering Rapidash is there, Venusaur is there as a good switch in as well. So you go for Toxic, which is fair. I do value a Light Screen here because that means that the rest of my team can also take this thing on. I did not expect Toxic at all. I thought Sludge Bomb would come out. Toxic is an interesting move on Gengar. I guess it allows it to potentially beat, like if it's like sub-Toxic, it'll beat Chansey. But Gengar can also run Taunt, so anyway, I get up a Light Screen as Machamp is going to come out. And this is okay because this also means that even if my opponent pulls doubles later, obviously I'll have the Light Screen up, so Clefable can actually stay in on Gengar if need be. Now, I'm assuming a Low Kick or Earthquake is going to come out. Earthquake probably more likely. Either way, Clef is a good switch-in, and Clefable does get up rocks, which I do value for that Gyarados and chipping away at his team for potentially an endgame Tauros sweep. Toxic is a really cool thing for Gengar because it doesn't miss. But at the same time, I also feel like it doesn't hit the best Gengar switch-in like Muck and Melmetal. So I prefer Will-O-Wisp. But yeah, we get up rocks here. I'm assuming the Venusaur is going to want to come out. Machamp showing superpower is fine too. Alright, so this is Gengar. Now, with a Light Screen up, I can take it on with my... I can still take it on with my Magneton, and I'm actually going to do that. Especially because he doesn't really switch in well to Flash Cannon. He doesn't switch in well to Flash Cannon. I think I have one more turn of Light Screen, if I'm not mistaken. So, and Flash Cannon is really good. Again, no switch-ins really, because he's scoring for Toxic. But the reason I'm saying he has no Flash Cannon switch-in is because you would think Thunderbolt is my better play. And obviously Venusaur is a good Pokemon to go into. I guess he can make Rapidash. I don't think Machamp is takes 2 hits. I could be wrong though. It might be able to if he's running like a Careful Nature. But I don't mind this damage on Machamp at all because it's gonna open up that door for my endgame Gengar. That's really close. That's like really close. It's too close for comfort for me to go for a KO. So I'm gonna switch out. The next time though, like it does look like a guarantee to a KO, but rocks are tricky, and I rather make the Clefable play, and then force Machamp out anyway, as he goes for Brick Break instead of Superpower. That's fine too. I'll just throw off an Ice Beam. Ice Beam hits Machamp for a little bit of damage. I'm not trying to knock out Machamp, but I also want to hit like some of his main switch-ins. If it's not Gengar, it could be it could be Venusaur as well. Keeps going the Gengar route. That's fine though. Get a little bit of damage on that. So now my Jolteon guarantee knocks out Gengar with Shadow Ball. It did a lot. You think he's gonna try? There's no way he tried. He's gonna He should Shadow Ball here because I've went Magneton so many times. He is so adamant about this Toxic, but that might just be the downfall of this Gengar. I think Fire Blast might pick up the KO, provided I connect. I missed. That's fine. Obviously getting rid of Gengar would be great, but the fact that it's in range of Shadow Ball is awesome from my Jolteon, because Shadow Ball is kind of free. Like, Rhydon is his best switch and it doesn't appreciate that damage on it. I'm really surprised he went for Toxic 3 times. I thought that for sure you go for Shadow Ball here. Unless he still thinks Clefable is a normal type. It's a fairy type in this game, bro. And Sludge Bomb is super effective. Huh. What's he going on to? He does go Venusaur. Either expecting Magneton and not wanting to go for Sludge Bomb. Hey, dude, this damage is so good because Subtauros is gonna wreck my opponent. Oh man. Bro, you better not go for Sleep Powder because I'm not switching. If you try to predict here, you're dead. I'm gonna tell you right now, you better knock me out. He does opt to Mega Evolve this. Fantastic. That means Gyarados cannot Mega Evolve, which means it's always going to go down to Jolteon's Thunderbolt and always be weak to Tauros' Rock Slide. I'm telling you, bro, I had no reason to switch. I'm at like 10%. I did have some decent switches, like obviously Mac come in, but the fact that Clef was essentially able to beat Venusaur and weaken Gengar, I don't know, it just made no sense. Like, he should have went for Shadow Ball. Unless he really did think I'm not a Fairy type. But, hey, I don't mind. He definitely should not have tried to go for that, though. And Rhydon comes out, which is kind of a big deal. Yeah, Tauros is going to win this game, for sure. Everything is set up for Tauros. Venusaur is gone. Machamp is weakened. Gengar is weakened. Gyarados cannot Mega Evolve. And Rhydon is gone because I'm modest. Oh, and I got a crit, too. So the crit did matter. I would not have been able to knock out Rhydon. It would have lived on like 10%. But, my gosh, Clefable just went rogue in this game. It really went rogue in this game. So I believe Jolteon just wins. Yeah, I think Jolteon wins. I could also go Gengar and do it, but Jolteon should just be able to win. Yep, that's it. Because Machamp should die to Thunderbolt. And then, I don't know what you have left, but I know I don't lose anything by going for Shadow Ball. At all. Actually, I should have Thunderbolted, looking at your percentage. Because I just knocked out Rhydon and Venusaur. So, Thunderbolt was the better play here because it hits everything harder. But at the same time, because Jolteon is so fast and... I feel like... Yeah. You definitely had, like, I feel like you definitely had outs. My opponent had outs. This is an example of what I think is a solid team, but just poor play. Really. Yeah, it really is. I mean, if this doesn't knock you out, Superpower should knock me out, or at least it'd be really close. My opponent ends up running. And you guys already know I'm pressed for time in these. But basically at that point, they had that. They had Gyarados, and they had something else that was also Tauros food at that point. Because they already lost their resistances. They had Rapidash as well, yeah. They had Rapidash. So Rapidash was probably the only Pokemon they had left that could take a hit. Because after Rocks, Rapidash does take the hit, and then Flare Blitz is my Jolteon. But if that doesn't KO me, then I knock them out with my my second Thunderbolt, and then I just Thunderbolt to win the game. But yeah, Clefable did a lot more. Clefable's a true friend. It did a lot more than I expected, and I feel like my opponent had outs, but they just didn't. I don't know. They didn't play it well. But yeah, like I said, guys, these have to be a lot shorter because of press for time. So one battle each, even if it's like really quick like that. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you guys all enjoyed. I'll be back with another one tomorrow. Still working on that guide. I'll see you guys. Give me like I said, 1 to 2 months, and that guy will be out. And hopefully that'll help you guys. So goodbye, friends.